Good day, everyone. We are the group 4, and let's talk about the issues and challenges. My name is Stephanie Cruz Castañeda.
My name is Alsanyas Manuel Bicano.
I'm Luis Antonio Rosario.
I'm Dustin Leve Soriano.
I'm Charlie Steven Ramos.
And Tiana Rosie Soriano.
And Kayla Miki Sora Tangko.
And Jocelyn Robbins.
Wala nga. Wala na ba siya? Now, let's talk about the industry. With the introduction of computer system at work, one main issue raised is maintaining the computer system security and integrity. Modes of communication within an office environment normally entail exchanging of emails or discussion in local rooms. This scenario opened the doors for malicious software that can be shared with whether internationally or not to the entire organization. Malicious software or malware is a general term used to describe any type of software that can cause harm to a computer system.
Virus. It is a computer's program usually hidden within another program that inserts itself into other programs or files. Once inside the computer system, it usually performs malicious actions such as destroying data or deleting processing files in the computer, causing it to crash. So a virus is a program that hides inside other programs or files. When that file or program is opened, the virus activates and can destroy files, delete data, make the computer crash. Halimbawa, nag-download ka ng game galing sa hindi kilalang website. Gumagana naman yung game pero may kasamang virus na tahimik na dinidelete ang mga documents mo. Number 2, worm. A worm is a standalone malware that replicates itself in order to spread to other computers. A worm is a type of malware that can spread by itself to other computers, often through a network. It doesn't need to attach itself other files. For example, nag-connect ka sa public wifi, may worm doon na lumipat sa laptop mo, tapos nag-send pa sa ibang device o contacts mo.
Trojan. It refers to a malicious program which initially appears to be useful, routine, or interesting in order to persuade a victim to install it. Trojan are typically spread by social engineering. For instance, when a person clicks on a fake advertisement on social media or elsewhere, or it is tricked into opening an email attachment that looks harmless. It is rare to get a Trojan on your computer by merely visiting a website, though it can happen. Trojan may access user personal information such as banking information, password, or personal identity. Number 4. Spyware. A spyware is a software that aims to gather information about an organization or a person without his or her knowledge. Spyware is a type of malware that infects your computer and secretly gathers information about you, including the site you visit, the thing you download, your surname and password, payment information, and the emails you send and receive. After this information is gathered, it's usually sent to a cyber criminal who may sell it, use it. Ransomware. It is type of malware that can block access to a victim's data. The hacker uses his or her technical knowledge or skill to gain unauthorized access to data or system. A ransomware is a malware that permanently blocks access to the victim's personal data and computer unless a ransom is paid, while some simple ransom may lock the system without damaging any files. More advanced malware uses a technique called cryptoviral extortion. It crypts the victim's file, making them inaccessible, and demands a ransom payment to decrypt them.
Banking. While online banking may be convenient, there are still skeptics to this given the sensitive data being transacted online. Money. Recently, a supposed faulty system upgrade caused customers of Bank of the Philippine Island or BPI to either lose money from their accounts or receive huge amounts of money that were not theirs. The article below described the situation, which occurred for 48 hours, leaving their customers irate and panic.
Education with online learning being accepted into schools. Open mic ba ako? Mm. As part of the teaching and learning methodology, one of things that schools need to consider is monitoring and management. Having a learning management system does not necessarily mean students are constrained into using it to learn. There are more websites that offer learning opportunities for students, such as Time for Kids, National Geographic, and NASA. However, the use of LMS is still poses issues and challenges to both students and teachers. Ang example dyan guys is yung Google Classroom. Teacher posts lessons, assignments, and quizzes online, allowing students to access materials anytime and submit work digitally. This model combines in-person teaching with online learning, providing flexibility and easy access to resources. Bagan.
Business. As previous discussed, some companies use adware to track information about their customers for marketing purposes. You might ask, how is that possible? Whenever you buy items online in sites like Lazada, Amazon, or Zalora, your personal details such as your name, gender, item purchased, etc. are saved by these retailers. Later on, while browsing other websites such as Facebook, you notice there is a program designed to display advertisement on your computer, redirect your search request to advertising websites, and collect marketing type data about yourself. For example, the types of website that you visit, so that customized advertisement can be displayed. Adware software is that displays ads and collects data about your online activity, like website you visit or items you buy, to show you personalized ads later. For example, after shopping on Lazada or Amazon, you might see related ads on Facebook. This happens because adware tracks your behavior to target you with specific ads.
advertisement can be sprayed on. It is a bad thing. It it depends. An advert can be considered a legitimate alternative offered to consumers who do not wish to pay for software. The context discuss adware, a type of software that displayed advertisement, whether it's bad or depends on the context. Adware, software that displays ads. It can be legitimate alternative for consumers who don't want to pay for software. Many programs, games, and utilities are distributed as adware, often called freeware. Potential downsides. Some applications with pop-up ads offers ad-free version for a fee.
Well, patient records are always kept confidential, however, with the introductions of technology, and with hospitals and clinics leaning towards automation, patient records have shifted from paper to digital. With this concern regarding data security and data confidentiality of patients have increased, but why is there such an interest in patient records? Easy access to complete patient history allows doctors to make better treatment decisions, reducing medication errors and personalizing.
According to the International Association of Privacy Professionals, medical record is more valuable than a credit card on a black market. The World Privacy Forum states that a medical record, including a name, address, social security number, and health ID, typically sell for $50 on the online black market, while an active credit card sells for just $3. In the Philippines, hospitals are required to comply with the data privacy, the DPA, implement data protection measures in their data processing system to protect the confidentiality of their patient, personal information, and medical record. The data privacy example is, let's say Maria went to a hospital for a medical checkup. If her data was not protected, someone could steal her information and use it to file fake issuance claims under her name. Because of the Data Privacy Act, the hospital is required to store Maria's record in a secure system and only allow authorized staff to access them. This privacy act keeps her personal information safe and misuse. So yun po yung ibig sabihin ng Data Privacy Act. Kailangan po natin protektahan at pinoprotektahan tayo para hindi basta-basta makuha yung mga file natin. Yun lang po.